Aliens on the border.
The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found.
Faster than light, spaceship of the future.
By direction of the President of the United States, stay in your home.
Is it human or inhuman? Earthly or unearthly?
Born in that swirling inferno of radioactive dust, there is no word to describe them.
We may be witnesses to a biblical prophecy come true.
Why is it that we usually ignore the fourth dimension?
Is this the human race of the future?
Aliens on the border.
Yo, what's up? What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back. I know we've been away for a minute. There's been a lot of shit going on, at least for me. I know for Roger, too. His ass had an arrest warrant out and shit. In a different city.
Yeah, all right. Just put my shit out there.
Hey, it wasn't anything serious. It's okay. It was non-violent crimes. Non-violent crimes. Well, anyway, everyone tuning in, what's up? What's poppin'? We're back again. It's New Year's is right around the fucking corner. 2018 closing out. We have a very special guest here. We're one member short. Am I correct? Two? Oh, okay. All right. So we have the half of the Moldy Laundry Boys.
Yeah.
What's poppin', guys?
What's good? What's good?
Introduce yourselves, homie.
I'm Martin Silva. I am the vocalist for Moldy Laundry Boys.
I'm Eddie Garcia. Play bass and guitar. Switch out.
You mind bringing the mic a little closer to you?
Talking to the mic.
Yeah.
Don't
There
be
you
scared.
go.
Let me be closer.
Yeah, don't be scared. Put your mouth on that shit.
Make out with that shit.
So what's up, man? How's it going? How's everything going?
It's going, man. It's going. We've just been jamming, writing new stuff. We actually just finished writing a new song. What was it, about 3 days ago?
A couple days ago.
A couple days ago? Yeah, man.
Word. Dude, I'm going to be completely honest here. I've never ever had the pleasure of seeing you guys live or listening to your music. So
Ooh.
everyone tuning in right now, we're going to do, is this a new track that you guys gave us, or is this an exclusive?
Yeah.
All right. At the end of the show, we'll play out some new shit from Moldy Laundry Boys. So keep it tuned. But I'm kind of excited, man. I mean, I've heard so much. A lot of my friends have been to like a lot of your shows, and they're always like, oh, dude, MLB. And I'm like, fuck, I've fucking never had the chance, man. Never had the pleasure.
They gave me a boner.
Yeah, it's crazy to hear. Sometimes my dad would tell me like, "Oh, I heard somebody talking about your band the other day." I was like, "What? I hope it was good, nothing bad."
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
Like, no, just you humping the bass. You know? Like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I have pictures,
Good,
man,
then.
actually.
Yeah, I know. This guy has pictures of me with my tongue out.
Fuck yeah, man.
So this is
great.
different for us in a sense because we haven't really had like a punk band on, right? Like,
I mean, does Friends at Best count?
oh, I wasn't there for that, so I don't know.
Well, I've had a punk band. No.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Cool.
you.
Okay,
That's
so
break your virginity. What's up?
Martin, you post some wild shit on Facebook, Oh, and, yeah. and I like
Wow,
it
shit
'cause
like what?
he's always very opinionated about. Just so you know, I'm like, I'm really like hoarse right now because I'm kind of sick, but at the same time, I'm like on some NyQuil. I was gonna say, yeah, opinionated. It's always really fun hearing like the stuff that you have to say. Things you talk about a lot is about the lack of punk bands in Laredo, and I think, and I know because I'm paraphrasing here, but I know you had said something like, "Fuck all this indie shit. There's too much of it." I like the indie stuff, but I agree. Like all of the newer projects that have been coming up lately that I've seen are all kind of based on that indie sound.
They got that flavor to it. That's true.
Right. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a closet indie kid, man. Not really. Well, let me put it to you like this. I grew up on a lot of indie shit. Like I absolutely love Brand New. Deja Intuendo is like one of the best fucking albums ever.
Is that considered indie?
Well, kind of. I mean, it's like a little bit of indie emo kind of, you know what I mean?
Emo, yeah.
Indie emo. I mean, I fuck with it heavy. I was just curious.
But I mean, Modest Mouse too, man, is like one of the best fucking bands of all time, dude. I mean,
yeah.
But I guess depending on what it was that I said, I don't want to, put it out there as a direct quote.
No, yeah.
Dude, they're gonna go to your Facebook and find that shit. So
hey, man,
I have screenshots and I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, if I did say fuck it at the time, I mean it was fuck it at the time. But I mean, I do love a lot of indie bands. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I really respect the shit out of This Is Too Difficult. They're such a great fucking band. I mean, I've seen them live a million times. Their recordings are awesome. And I mean, but yeah, I really do think that Laredo's lacking a lot of punk. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't think it was said in malice, like anything like that. I just think it's like, yeah, like I personally, maybe about like a year ago or 2 years ago was when I kind of started getting out there and seeing more bands like playing or whatever, and it's just because like I mean, I listen to music, I hung out at home, but I never really made it a point to get out and like experience shit. Yeah. I mean, I'd seen a couple of shows, but one of the first shows that I had actually gone to was your last show. I'm gonna put in quotes, last show, right? You were gonna take like a hiatus to to write. It was with the Toasters, right?
The Toasters.
The Toasters. That was at Cold Brew. So I had seen y'all there. And when I saw that, I was like it was the first time I'd heard of it. Like you mentioned, dude, I'd heard about Moldy Laundry Boys for like a long fucking time, but never actually been to a show. And I got there and I was like, oh shit, this is what it's about. And then the most recent one that I went to was the one at Dugout, the one I was taking pictures of, which was a while back.
Yeah.
Dude, y'all have a pretty significant following. Like it's one thing to go and say like, hey, I like this band, show up to their shows. But another thing to have people singing along like the whole fucking place, dude. And especially at the Dugout is where I've seen it the most. But what can you say about that? Like, how did you guys start off?
Well, we started off, I want to say about 2009. It was around that time. It was about 2009. I've known Eddie since the Sandbox. You know what I mean? Like, we've always been jamming out and
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, since high school. So
we were always trying to get a group going with another friend of ours that ended up starting Bad Apples.
Yeah.
With him, Lewis, and Burns.
Yeah.
And then eventually we met Mark. Pretty much the guy that writes most of the songs for Moldy Laundry Boys, including Martin. But yeah, for the most part, like most of the original songs came from him, like Sex.
Who wrote Skink Party, dude?
That was me and Mark.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite songs, dude.
I appreciate it.
Where can people find your music, guys?
Spotify, iTunes, I think.
YouTube.
Right?
Every major streaming.
YouTube.
Oh shit, dope. Damn, it's on me for never listening to y'all. I never looked for it.
Sleeping.
For real. I like Sleep, man. It's great. So yeah, like, how did you guys like come together, dude? Like as a band?
Well, I mean, me and this dude, like I said, we've been jamming since high school, whatever. We played our first show together in George's backyard. The dude that used to throw the hardcore shows here.
Word, yeah.
And I mean, after that, we kind of felt a little. Well, I mean, I can only speak for myself, right? But I felt a little bit kind of like conflicted because I used to be in a hardcore band before that. So I think people were kind of expecting like another hardcore band like that. And then when they heard me singing and doing like this other kind of shit, kind of threw them off. So there wasn't a lot of movement. There wasn't a lot of like reactions or whatever. That same night, we ended up getting invited to do I want to say it was like a homecoming or a going away party for this dude. And we ended up playing with two other punk bands, the Aztecs and Got Played. And they were like punk rock ska bands and shit at the time. And we ended up at this like upstairs thing.
Mark was at that show.
Yeah, that's where we met Mark, was at our first show.
And
we ended up
our
partying.
style, so him and Lewis were jamming at the party. And
Mark's the
guitar
the
bass.
guitar. Okay, cool.
Yeah, like him and this dude switch off on guitar and bass.
He does most of the backups.
Right.
Nice.
So like we ended up partying at some fucking like upstairs thing with a bunch of dudes that were like throwing like beer and heroin everywhere. It was ridiculous.
Beer and heroin.
Heroin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good times.
It was pretty wild,
Sounds
man.
like
I mean, we were still kind of like kids at the time, so we were just like, holy shit, you know what I mean?
Heroin. What the fuck?
Yeah, pretty much.
I wasn't even at that party.
Oh, that's true. You weren't there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we like I officially met Mark, and then Lewis and Burns ended up jamming out with him after that, which is why the acronym is MLB. It stood for Mark, Lewis, and Burns.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
So afterwards, Eddie got back in. I ended up getting in that band.
Like, fuck, you're fucking up the acronym, dude.
Exactly. So we had to come up. We had to come up with a name. So Moldy Laundry Boys kind of just stuck.
Stuck. That's dope, man.
Yeah, it's a cool story, dude. What have you been? When you guys were in the middle of like writing, is that what you took like the last show for? When you guys were at that Dugout to take some time to write, or?
It was really because our drummer was going to school. I don't know if he still is. He is, right? He's going to school at St. Mary's in San Antonio, and Mark is working up in Austin. So we kind of needed to take our little hiatus.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And now, what prompted y'all to like come back together and do this shit hard?
We missed it.
Yeah, I mean, it's always just been a thing that we do just to have fun, go nuts. You know what I mean? Like
we never gave up on it either. So
yeah.
It
was never really a break. It was never really like a solid like we're breaking
like
up.
Hanging up the fucking.
No.
Yeah, never been like that. And I don't think it. I mean, I can't ever see it happening. But I mean, yeah, man. Like we had to just take that little break away from it and kind of collect our shit, get back to it.
Going back to like when you were a hardcore band, like in a hardcore band, excuse me. Were you the singer for that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And like, how is it different, dude? Like now, instead of just, I guess, like doing from hardcore vocals to just
Besides being 14.
Yeah. But
Well, I mean-
yeah, besides being 14, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, like, well, I was actually in that band when I was, I want to say I had just turned 13 up until I turned 17. And I mean, like, hardcore was fun. I mean, I still love it to this day, you know, but I mean, it was actually the decision of our old guitarist, Oscar Martinez, to kind of break the band up or whatever. Like, he had to go and do his own thing. But yeah, I mean, the difference really is just like from screaming to singing. Like, I remember when we first started with Bad Apples, I told these dudes, I was like, y'all can play hardcore if you want, but I'm singing. I'm not going to do that growling shit no more. You know what I mean?
Did it ever like fuck up your throat?
Nah, never. I mean, it was like second nature. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Like,
yeah, I can't do that shit. I'll start fucking coughing, dude. Like, hard.
100%.
Crazy.
Some people can do it, and just some can't. I'm one of the people that can't, dude. It's hard as shit. It really fucking is. How'd you guys get into music, like before the whole hardcore thing and everything, or at least with you, Martin?
well, I've been rapping since I was like,
Rapping.
yeah, since
Oh,
I was
shit.
about 10
Yeah,
years
I
old.
was gonna mention that. Like, you got some. Was it Martin?
Marty Marciano.
Marty Marciano.
Oh
Yep.
shit.
Yeah.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I've heard like whispers here and there.
Right, yeah, I've seen it. You had a song with Mo Money.
Yep.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
mhm.
All right.
yeah. So and that's actually where I started. Oh, you know what? One of the guys from Static Age, Ugo.
Google.
Yeah, good friend of yours.
Yep.
He was the one who kind of like put me on to like listening to the different stuff that you do. And more, yeah. So tell us a little bit about the rap stuff then, dude. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been doing it since I was about 10 years old. You know, like I always used to freestyle with my brother. He like since we were in middle school, whatever, you know. And I mean, I didn't take it serious until about the same time Moldy was getting our little thing going, like around 09. But I mean, yeah, like I honestly, I like to keep both things very separate. Like I don't like to mix the genres or anything like that. Like if it's my rap shit, it's over here. If it's Moldy, it's over here.
Yeah.
You know.
What do you get your inspiration from, man, to like write as far as raps?
Oh man, whatever's going on at the time. I mean, a lot of the times it comes from a kind of aggressive place. You know what I'm saying? Like if I feel like somebody's screwing me over and shit, like, you know, I'll write a song about that or whatever. I mean, a lot of it comes from like shit that goes on with chicks. You know what I mean? Like,
Or yeah, just life shit.
Yeah.
That's badass. Yo, Eddie, what about you, man? Like, how did you get into playing bass/guitar?
I started with the guitar like when I was 9 or 10. My dad, he's always been in a band. He has a recording studio and like,
Oh no shit.
yeah, he's been playing for years since he was 14, I think. And yeah, he taught me the guitar, and then he started me with the cumbia band with kids my age, which I'm still friends with. One of them was my cousin.
This is a like very different origins
know, right?
for like the kind
Tell
of
me about
music.
it.
Like it's like rap, and then now Well, I mean, I guess that's not all that far off from like the cumbia to the That's why.
like that's why I think that's why Mark really liked our style, because I was playing the ska beats, you know, like the way it should be played, I guess. I don't know. What would like the upbeat?
Yeah, a lot of those upstrokes.
Yeah, and he really digged it. And so when we got together, we played Diarrhea, for example, and I added that upbeat shit, and he really liked it. And we're like, and I would hear it like outside of the room from practice, because we practiced at my place for a while until we got cited.
Oh yeah.
And then so yeah,
Fuck the police.
it sounded badass. So I was
yeah.
like, I gotta stay in this band, you know. And so whatever. I was like 10 till 14 or 15. We broke up the band because everyone's tired of it, you know, playing the same stuff. And we were playing my dad's originals. Like he had written some stuff back in the day, and he's like, you know what, like I'm gonna compose these songs, and I want you to play them. Okay, cool. So we played them, and we'll play like during his breaks. He played for weddings, quinceañeras, stuff like that. And then when I broke up the band a year later, I was 16. He's like, you're not doing shit with music. Come with me. Come play with me. I'm like, okay. So I go with him on a Saturday night to it was like a Época de Oro or something like that, some, you know, old people dance.
Yeah.
And what's it called? He's like, get on the guitar. And luckily he invited his friend to play with him that night. And his friend was amazing guitar player. I learned so much from him that night that, you know, I didn't know half the songs I was playing. You know, he gave me a fucking set list of 30 songs, and I was like,
oh fuck.
Yeah, I was like, you want me to learn this in 2 days? Like, really? Okay. So I tried my best, you know, and then that night I was blown away, and I was like, dude, I need to keep doing this. Because like I was playing, and I would look up and I'd see everybody dancing. I was like, dude, this is a good feeling.
Fuck
you know? So that's when I was like, fuck yeah. And when I met the guys, I was like,
oh
let's
yeah,
keep
Even
going.
better, yeah.
Yeah. And
So-
I really like rock. So when I was able to do rock, and especially like old 50s rock with my dad, he's like, "Oh, play the solo." I'm like, "Fuck yeah," you know, like
Badass, dude.
Yeah.
What was your favorite like cover song from then, or like song that you performed then?
I like playing the old school stuff like "Can't Take My Eyes Off You," like
Oh shit.
you know, stuff like that. La Boa, fucking little shit like that. That had its little leads and you know little key changes or whatever, and
Yeah.
throw you off. Or the Musita, I think it's called. It's an instrumental. It's a badass song. But yeah, dude, it's a lot of fun. And the last time I played with them, I was like 20, 21, I think. We were in Austin, and we got that gig because we were playing at a wedding here in Laredo, and the person I was getting married was like, "Hey, I want you to play at my wedding in Austin." So they paid for everything. We went over there, and that was the last gig we played. It was badass though. It was a lot.
It sounds pretty badass. There's something about like live music when, even if it's like something you don't normally listen to, like for example, I always use the example Tejano music or whatever. Like if you listen to that shit live, dude, it's pretty fucking like
It's intense.
bumping. Yeah, it's like it's bumping, dude. Like you can't
Shit
deny
slaps.
No, you can't.
it. You can't fucking deny it. Like when it's just good, it's just like damn, let me
Like-
get on out there, you know, and just
Yeah,
fucking move.
Personally,
Don't
I don't listen to it every day, but when I hear it and there's a dance floor, I'm like, "Yo, where's the girl? Like, I need
Right,
to dance."
yeah.
You know, like I don't care who it
Yeah.
is. Mom, where are you?
Dude,
For
like
real.
don't put fucking Intocable on around me, bro. I'll go fucking ape shit. Like, like straight up. Like I've always told everybody, like I see myself in the fucking future, like my Theo, like wife beater, jamming fucking Intocable on the fucking grill and shit. Like, dude, that's gonna be me right there, bro.
For whatever fucking reason.
Whenever me and my friends like start drinking, especially like this specific group of friends, we start putting on like narco corridos on.
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit.
bro.
It's like,
Dude.
dude, we all become fucking
My-
drug dealers for whatever reason.
Like there's a part in the set where my dad will get the accordion instead of the keyboard. He'll get the accordion, and the singer would get the bajo quinto, bajo sexto, whatever. And he'd be like, "Okay, get off and go hang out with your mom." Because my mom would be there sometimes, and then my mom would be like, "Let's go dance." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I learned how to dance the zapateo, you know, the corridos, all that stuff.
All them dances, dude.
Yeah, it was fun.
Do you know any like accordion shit or not?
No, I never did learn that.
What instruments
never
do you
got into
play?
it.
Like you just do guitar, bass, or
Guitar, bass. Oh, I started with guitar, and then I went to like vihuela, a couple of mariachi
yeah,
guitars.
classicals.
Because I was in Magnet, so I joined mariachi there, and I really liked it, and I liked the the energy of it. So I liked the vihuela a lot too, because it was very small. Fun to play with.
I'm curious now. This is something I always end up like asking whenever we do have artists on. What's it like throwing a song together, man? Like composing something. What's it like? What's your process like?
Well, honestly, I mean, this last time I can only like reference this last time that we just wrote together a couple of days ago, because I mean, it felt like when we used to live together. You know what I mean? Because when we lived together, it was constantly just us, me, him, and Mark mostly sitting in the room, and Mark would bust out a riff and like, "Oh, I kind of got this little idea or whatever," and then like I kind of just write around it. You know what I mean? And then like Eddie just throws his fucking flavor in there and makes it what it is. You know?
Like if there's no bass line, I'll add a bass, or if there's no guitar part, I'll add a guitar part, or whatever. But nowadays, usually Mark has everything set, where we just need to add a couple of things, our flavor and whatever.
Yeah.
Like Martin said.
A little sprinkle.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes it needs a little bridge here and there, whatever. Sometimes and then when the drums come in, like it fills everything together,
Oh yeah.
I think.
So that's like the building block. Then is that's how you go? You go in with the lyrics
Lately,
first, and then.
Well,
Oh,
not
shit.
lyrics, but the music.
Yeah, like
the
usually it's
instrumental
Mark.
structure, right?
Yeah, it's usually Mark with the
Yeah.
riff. Like he'll just come in and like since he's living in Austin, I mean he'll just be like, "Oh yeah, like I got a couple of riffs or whatever," and like that's basically what he did this last time that he came down. He showed us like what was it, like 3 or 4 little riffs that he had,
Yeah.
and then like we just started building on it from there. I was just freestyling.
And that's one
lyrics
of the
shit.
songs that's the song that we're gonna play today, like at the end.
Oh no,
No?
Like,
Oh, okay.
this is still in the works. We haven't even
cool.
shown it to our drummer yet.
What's
so.
what's the plan then, man? Like what's the next step for like moldy? Like
we have a couple of songs that are recorded. We just need to finish them up, and that's why when we wanted to release this one, because we've been waiting so long, and
Oh, yeah.
it's just there, and this song is pretty old. I remember we did it with our old drummer. We never got to put it out or anything, and
So it's just some unreleased like underground shit.
yeah, I mean we played it live.
Yeah, we played it live
okay,
a couple
okay.
of times.
All right.
Yeah.
But for the people out there that don't know, y'all will know.
Oh yeah, you gonna find out.
You about to find out today.
Yeah.
What's been the favorite show that y'all played in the entirety of
Favorite show?
Yeah, MLB.
Oh, this past year?
I mean, I don't know. Like,
whatever, dude.
in-
Like what's the like?
Yeah.
One of them was that benefit show in Corpus, the Golden Age, right? Was that?
Well, the Golden Age show was dope. I did like the Golden Age show a lot. It was at the House of Rock. in Corpus Christi, and yeah, like just being able to play with the Golden Age. I mean, they were a huge hardcore band, you know.
We usually have fun at Boogie Bash though.
Yeah, Boogie Bash. It's because Boogie Bash for me has always been like such a big thing because that was my first show I ever played. Like when I was 13 years old with my old band, you know, like Boogie hooked us up with that show and shit. And I mean, it was fucking insane, dude. Like there was like 200 plus fucking people there at Sal's when Sal's Pizza was still going on and shit, you know.
Right.
And I mean, I've always loved Boogie Bash. I mean, I remember. What year was it when fucking you guys had to pull me out of the fucking bathroom because I was shit faced on the fucking floor? Like seriously, dude.
Fun.
Like,
yeah,
I was like
Good
hugging the fucking
times.
toilet, man. I was hugging the fucking
I don't
toilet.
know how the fuck you got on the mic. I think you were sitting by the end of the set.
Yeah, it was.
Oh
I was
wait,
like-
this was before you played.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
dude.
Like we're literally looking for him. We're already set up, and where the fuck is Martin? It's like, oh, he's in the restroom throwing up. Some girl told him.
Damn.
I think you were in the
Oh,
girls'
yeah.
restroom too, right?
I don't remember, dude. Honestly, like I just remember one of my homegirls, like her ex dude, like comes in and he's like, "Oh shit, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm fucking fine." And he was like, "Well, Mark and Eddie are looking for you." I was like, "Man, what the fuck do they want?" And then like they come in and they're like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like
We're about
we
to
gotta
go
go.
on,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're about to go on." So like they had to like fucking like put my arms over their shoulders and my feet were fucking just dragging, dude. Like,
Damn.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
I
great
used
show.
to overperform.
Yeah, it was a great fucking show,
We're
dude.
great friends.
It was a great show, man. I love that shit.
Just fucking goddamn, dude, that's amazing.
Oh yeah,
I
it was
can't
fun.
imagine that.
Well, me neither. I mean, I wasn't.
you weren't there. You weren't there. You didn't even know what happened. Do you ever go on stage, Roger, like drunk, like either for your
Dude,
sets?
that was just, you know, what's funny is I was actually just talking about this the other day, but I've been doing like the comedy thing lately, right? And
He's a stand-up comic.
Nice.
So that was actually the first time. One of the first times. Normally, what I do, drink some water, make sure I'm good, and want to like hawk up a fucking loogie in the middle of my set or something. Like I try to you know keep it clean, right?
Keep it chill.
And there was an open mic at Cold Brew maybe about like 3 weeks ago that I just said kind of like fuck it, and I had like three tall just shiners because they had the happy hour special stuff going on. So I just said fuck it, and I drank, and I got up there and I destroyed, dude. It was great. I won best set of the night.
Oh, shit.
and so I tell myself, I'm like, you know what? Like, actually, a couple of the comics told me afterwards, they were like, "Hey, man, you should get drunk more often before your sets." And I was like, "All right, sure." So the next 2 shows that I went up, which is I did one in Corpus, and then I did another one at Happy Hour like 2 weeks ago. I've been trying to find that formula, like a shot, 2 beers, good to go. You
A
know?
shot, 2 beers,
and,
damn. Feeling warm.
Yeah, I get up there, and then that day at the Happy Hour show, actually, I was feeling it.
Yeah.
It was good actually.
That was a good
Easy
set,
to go
man.
see, but yeah, no. So I do. Well, I have like 3 times, but I don't think I want to make it a regular thing because I rely on it a little too much.
I feel you.
So
It's your
yeah,
crutch, dude.
yeah. I don't want to. Yeah,
Yeah, we
I
got
don't
those
think
shows.
I'd be able to perform maybe as good as you guys would if like on that because yeah.
Let me give you a brownie, dude, for the next one.
See what
Fuck
happens.
that.
No,
You should be like, hey,
10,000
guys.
milligrams of THC.
Like, no, dude. We got,
Floored.
let's get barbecued cocksucker.
Let's get barbecue cocksucker. Just fucking be laying down on the stage, dude. Like, hey guys, this is comedy.
It
What's
actually would be
up?
pretty funny, dude. Yeah, no, I can't do that, man.
Have you ever seen fucking Zach Galifianakis live at the Purple Onion?
Is
Where
it
he's
the one
just
where-
getting shit faced.
Yeah,
The whole thing.
and he's playing piano, right? Or what's
Amazing,
he doing?
yeah.
yeah. That's that would be I don't know, man. I don't think like maybe if I was doing a long set, then maybe I'd probably like just like kind of
Couple here and there.
get shit faced through the whole fucking thing, and see how that would go. But like no, dude. Right now, I am on a substantial amount of NyQuil, and I'm not fucking. Yeah, I'm surprised I'm still like standing. So actually,
Should have popped an Ambien behind it, dude.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, run a
Fucking crazy,
podcast like
man.
that, dude. Joe Eddie's. I don't know, man.
Dude, I'm gonna get your ass some coffee. We're gonna do another episode after y'all.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that,
so
so
we're
we're out here
back.
trying to grind some out, bang some out.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
So that was your favorite show? Oh yeah. You know what? We kind of asked. This is kind of like a running thing.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah. About the opinion about like the scene in
Oh,
general.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like the scene in general in Laredo.
For sure.
Like what do you like about it? What do you dislike about it? What do you think needs to happen? That kind
Well,
of stuff.
obviously, Martin wants more punk.
Oh yeah.
bands.
I mean,
More punk bands.
yeah. I mean, well, see, the thing is that I remember back in the day, man, like just being a kid, going to Sal's, I would always see like such great punk bands like the Mavericks, fucking Skank Rats, you know what I mean? And then there was bands that would always come down like, and this is what pisses me off too, is that I wasn't like, I never really appreciated what was going on at the time because I was too busy, you know, in the back getting high and drunk and shit. And, you know, lower class brats were in there like going fucking ape shit. And I was just like, ah, man, like, why did I not? You know what I mean? So, I mean, now that I'm like coherent enough to know what's going on, like it's kind of disappointing that like there's not so much going on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
one of the things that Gabe from Puerto Vida, not to interrupt, but it was actually really cool hearing because he would put on a lot of those shows.
Oh yeah.
And when he would tell me like these stories, we actually had an idea at the time to write these into like actual things because there's
Like
it's shit. Huh?
Like a comic book or something.
No, not so much.
That's actually a pretty cool idea.
But that would be
yeah.
a cool idea, yeah. But like something like to write it, whether it was like a skit, whether it was just something to put in a magazine, whatever.
Some dialogue.
But he would tell me the most fucking outrageous stories, dude. And I was like, "There's no fucking way this happened." He told me once that like some dude was outside the parking lot talking shit after one of the shows, which was a common occurrence or whatever. But nobody would like fuck with anybody like that or whatever. And that one of the guys was telling some dude that was passing by to like fuck off, like to get out of there or whatever, and that the dude stabbed him with a fucking screwdriver.
What the fuck?
What?
And so they call the ambulance, and that the scene was that like this guy was on the fucking stretcher, fucking screwdriver in him, going like that, and like slamming a beer while he was getting into the fucking ambulance, dude.
That's the way
And
to do
that
it.
to me was just like hilarious,
Trying to numb
like
out the
hearing
pain.
that. And there were a bunch of other ones. Ugo told me once about how like some dude lost like 3 teeth from getting a fucking like a chair slammed in his face.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Oh, shit.
And it's like all these things. Like, he was telling me like so many stories. All these things like I wasn't around to see that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like it might have been happening when I was like younger or whatever, but I didn't have like the freedom that I have now to just get in the fucking car, go where I want to go to whatever show I want to go to. But like, yeah, at that point, all this stuff was going on. I didn't get to see that, and I'm actually kind of sad about that because like the little like, I guess kind of, I don't want to say remains, but like what I do see now, like a dugout and that kind of stuff. Those shows. Like you can tell, man, there's a lot of people there who were part of that.
Oh yeah.
That are still here and still want to have like that kind of fun and stuff. And it was it's cool. It's cool to see people like
The
let loose like
golden
that.
age.
Yeah. And I don't think like it's a lot of the people that I've talked to who say like that they say like, oh no, well, it's behind us. Like that's not something that could happen now.
It's not, man. It's really not. It's
You don't think so?
Nah, that shit was Haley's Comet, man. Like Sal's was really Haley's Comet. Like it was like the CBGB of Laredo. Like if you weren't there to see it,
I think it
it's
could build
gone.
up though, because there's potential.
No, I mean, there's there's definitely potential
The-
for something big to happen
the
again.
youth has to make they have to make bands, you know, like
Yeah.
For
that's
sure.
the way I see it.
I just don't think it's ever gonna be what it was. I mean, of course it can't be. You know what I mean? Like there's no way it can be what it was. But
Oh yeah, 100%. But there's probably like its own version of it that can
Oh, yeah.
sprout out. You know,
Definitely.
like something with a modern twist
Mhm.
with like a lot of indie bands. No, I'm just like, dude, the shit that you were describing just now really like threw me back into. I was watching mid '90s a couple of days ago.
All right.
Have you fucking seen that
haven't
movie?
seen
I
it,
need
Liv.
to.
I haven't
Oh,
seen it.
That's the one that
my
Jonah Hill
fucking
directed,
God.
right?
Dude,
Yeah.
I didn't even finish watching it. I was allegedly illegally streaming it, and then it just stopped in the middle of the stream. I think allegedly, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? I want to watch the rest of this shit because it was so fucking good. I was like, god damn.
I wanted to see it in theaters, dude, but all of the like they
They didn't have it here. Yo.
Yeah, they had it for like
A second.
They had it for like a week or something at
Fucking
Alamo,
assholes.
and the show times were like super random, like one at like 2 p.m. and
1:27.
yeah, and then that was it for the rest of the day. But yeah, shit, you had said something right now that reminded me about something I was gonna say, and I completely forgot.
I said something.
Yeah, you were
I said
talking
something
about
a lot of indie bands.
Oh right, you know.
Yeah.
Was that it?
I was saying, dude, I threw a house show at my place, and I had invited you guys to come on and play, and I was thinking that I'm actually kind of glad that y'all could come down because I'm pretty sure it would have been fucking insane.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Like I
man,
probably
saw how
yeah
your place ended up,
the
like,
fucking
pictures.
dude, the cop showed up like 4 times, and it was just like a fucking mess.
Man.
And I'm pretty sure that the crowd would have been like
way more hype had it been also Moldy Laundry Boys there. But next time, dude, we'll see.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, house parties really is like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Like
I
fucking-
hear that from everybody. Why? Like everybody that I've ever
What do you
like
mean? Why
so
you
much
saw
more
how it
intimate.
got, bro?
Well,
What
yeah,
do you
man.
mean?
Like
We're
that's
up close and personal. Bro.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's intimate.
Like there's no way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Sounds
It's
like a
like-
rape scene. Wait.
The implications.
Intimate rape.
There's no way out, dude. It's the implication, you know.
Creepy ass show, man.
Sorry about that.
So that's what you. I mean, you just because you get there and like do whatever the fuck you want to
Sounds
do there.
Pretty
Pretty-
much. I mean, that's like my forte, bro. Like I love doing house shows because that's when people get the rowdiest. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like everybody's fucking slamming drinks that you don't really have to pay that much for at a bar. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
Like
When we did our tour kickoff at the Casa de Modi, man, oh, that shit was wild. We
Yeah,
had people
dude.
on the roof taking pictures, and we were outside
What?
on our driveway, like just playing,
mhm.
and
That's
everybody
fucking
was
dope.
rowdy in front of us. People on the roof. It was fun.
That sounds
It was
crazy.
a lot of fun. This is a lot.
Where'd you guys tour? Like,
Well, we went east.
East Coast, yeah.
East
we did
Coast.
we did 2 shows in New Jersey. We did one in South Carolina.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Houston, San Antonio.
Yeah, Houston,
Corpus.
San Antonio, Corpus. hmm
what?
Cough drops, dude.
Oh, I was like, I'm sorry, dude. Keep going.
I was
you
like,
just
yeah, you
point.
need
I was like, the Predator, or
Let me get a drop.
right?
Sick
But,
man. Sorry.
Yeah, it was fun. No, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, we did it for like a week and a half, about.
Yeah, more or
Oh
less.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, and then we played here on the rocks when we got back.
Yeah.
And it was weird because we were getting off the highway. It was you, Mark, and me.
Mhm.
And I was driving. We were passing Matamoros, and this car caught on fire. And we're like, what the
Oh
fuck?
yeah.
It was like a
What?
bad omen, man. So check this out. So then we get to the on the rocks or whatever. We're setting up. We're set up, and then this couple was all fucked up, like, and they keep going back and forth, in and out. And one of the chicks is trying to talk to me. I'm like, like the dude's right there,
Nah,
you know,
dude,
like
peace.
nah.
Yeah.
And then like whatever. We ended up playing, and we had the baskets on back then.
Yeah.
We would like wear like baskets like a skirt.
Yeah.
And so so this chick fucking grabbed onto my basket, I guess trying to grab my butt. And so whatever, like I almost fell because the stage is like, you know,
Yeah,
high,
yeah, it's pretty
like,
tall.
and so this chick just fucking pushed her against the door, and
Oh
she
yeah.
flew, and I was like, thank you. Like, I almost fucking ate shit while playing.
I actually got humped by a chick at that show.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like while I
Nice.
was singing, yeah. Fucking we were
Nice.
singing sex, and like during the little circle pit thing, some
Yeah.
chick just came up to me and started humping the shit out of me. I was like, hey bro.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm
Did
with
you
it.
get consent though?
Well,
Damn.
Ah, dude.
well, for when it's from me, you don't need consent.
That happened.
Just go at it.
That happened out on the rocks.
Yeah, that was it on the
How long
rocks.
ago was that?
A while back, because we were playing on the stage and you were playing on the floor, right?
Yeah, I was singing on
I mean,
the
you were
floor.
singing on the floor, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
This was like what, 4 years ago?
4 years ago.
Almost 4 years.
Yeah, about yeah.
Because we're
Going
about
on
to
4.
be we're
The
about
last
to be
time
9
you
years.
guys played it on the rocks recently?
Oh hell no.
No.
It's been a while,
I
man.
didn't figure.
Yeah, it's
Right.
been a good while.
I don't think I've seen a show be that fucking lit, dude.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say because it's kind of.
I've witnessed it at the
it's
Cold
kinda-
Brew.
Kind of
It's been a
clinical.
long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're-
Y'all were supposed to do something here at Cultura, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We had to cancel because Mark forgot he had tickets for Paul McCartney.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Paul
That's
McCartney.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I remember you telling me.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
like,
really?
he's like,
fucking asshole.
no,
Like,
To be fair, I would have
whole
ditched
fucking
too.
year.
no, you told me. You told me too. Like he's like, you know what? I'm okay with that because Paul McCartney. You never know, man.
Yeah.
He's
I
circling
mean-
the drain, dude. You
Oh
never
yeah,
know.
man. You gotta catch him, dude.
Right.
But yeah, we're looking forward to play soon though here at Cultura.
Oh yeah.
Where would you want to play? Like, of all the new like spots that have been popping up, like that people are playing at, where would you guys want to play?
Probably, well, in my opinion, it's not a new spot, but we've never played at Old Number 2. I've always wanted to play there because I think,
Oh shit.
yeah,
That
I
was
You know,
my
the
first
thing with
bar
them-
experience.
They fucking
We've been
don't
at
want
AJ's
like
once.
original bands.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
just like AJ's,
Yeah.
we had that problem.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't really the main problem.
Yeah. yeah, at AJ's apparently we were advocating underage drinking.
Oh yeah,
Or
there
some
was
shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
You sound very like uncertain about like, apparently we're
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I
mean,
mean,
we
I don't
totally
remember
were,
that.
but I mean,
I don't remember that.
I was like, bitch, I'm 22. I ain't fucking advocating shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm out here drinking very legal, son.
Yo,
what you talking
Not a
about,
fucking role model.
That's like the
Yeah.
one legal thing I am doing.
right?
there we ruined our audition.
Oh, yeah. We only
Damn.
got to play there once, right?
Yeah, that
At
one time.
AJ's, yeah.
That's cool.
What about you, Eddie? Where would you want to play?
Here at
Cultura?
Beer Garden. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Dude,
been wanting
it's-
to play.
It's fucking nice, man. You gonna come out tomorrow to that thing?
Yeah, I heard they moved it upstairs though. But yeah, I'm down.
Oh, what? I thought it was gonna be out in the open.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
true.
true. It is.
So yeah, tomorrow playlist party, Innocent Android,
Nice.
Matt McVinney, and
cool.
somebody. What's her name?
A girl? I don't know.
A girl. and a
I'm sorry.
girl.
I saw the flyer
It said
earlier. I can't
something
remember
like
the name.
Sophie. I don't know. I don't know the name.
Sophie Valenzuela.
No, that's not. That's not even. Dude.
I don't know. I'm sorry, lady on the flyer.
Right.
I apologize.
But like,
but you're there. I'm gonna watch you. It's cool.
the playlist party stuff is pretty cool. Like that. Have you guys ever done a playlist party like that or no? It's a weird format, man. It's like everybody, everybody's all set up, and I think the bands go up. They play 2 songs. Another band goes up, plays 2 songs.
That's
another band
cool.
goes
It's
up,
like a
plays 2
show
songs.
I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last one it was like Laura, Innocent Android, Earth Again, and
Betterment.
Betterment.
No, Earth Again
No.
dropped out. It was just Betterment.
No. You're talking about the Quinceañera one, right?
Yeah, but that
I'm
was
talking
playlist out too, though.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't go to that one. I'm
Oh,
talking about Playlist Volume 1, which was J Ram's event, which is the.
Oh, I did go to that one.
I want to hear Earth again more.
Oh yeah.
Interesting bunch of dudes, man.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of sound.
They switched their sound a lot, man. I remember back when
Yeah.
they first started, they had like 3 guitars, and they used to do a lot of like Misfits covers and shit. Like, yeah,
now
their
it's
style
just
was nothing like it is now. But yeah, when they
I don't
switched
think
up, I
I've
was
listened to them.
fuck? Yeah, they're pretty heavy,
Yeah.
man.
Damn. Yeah, but that Laura Quinceañera one or whatever was pretty legit.
Bro, speaking of lore, man,
They're out
Jesus
here, man.
Christ,
They're fucking
dude.
out here.
That band, like, they blew my fucking mind. Like, they played the first show. The first time I ever heard them was my new band's first show. I'm in another band called IGI, and it's with my homeboy JJ, Freddie, and my other homeboy Rene. And we played our first show, and my homeboy JJ is really close friends with one of the dudes from Lore. So he threw them on there, and when I heard them, I was like, dude, it sounds like...
Was that the one at Dugout?
Yes, it
with
was.
whips.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, no, not with whips.
Oh,
No, this was before that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
They had like a string of shows as the Dugout, right?
Mhm.
Like not back to back, but like 1 week and then off and then another week,
Okay.
and then it was that one, I think.
yeah, it was us, Lore, and I brought down my homeboys from Sketchy Trench. Oh no, not Sketchy Trench. From Bloodskid from San Antonio. And yeah, man, like when I heard Lore, I was like, dude, it sounds like Black Sabbath fucked like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, that's exactly
Right?
Aaron's voice is legit
yeah,
as fuck,
dude. Yeah, it was. I remember like after it was funny, and I was actually hanging out there not too long ago. I was trying to get him on here today, but they just played a show yesterday.
Yeah.
McAllen, and
Oh damn.
when we were talking, I was telling him, I was like, yeah, dude. Right after you guys finished playing at their show, because they played fucking loud, like. The cops didn't start showing up until they started playing, right? And the cops showed up, and actually, what happened was like, the guy was like, they came by the first time. Hey, y'all can't have drinks outside. All right, cool. Sorry, we'll bring them inside. They came by the second time while Laura's playing, right? They're gonna be like, hey, we got a noise complaint. You got to turn it down. Yeah, all right, dude, sure. He leaves, right? Third time they come up, the guy's like, hey, you have to, you've got to turn it down. Or you gotta stop completely. If not, I'm gonna have to shut you down. Don't make me shut you down.
Yeah.
And I was like, this band though, like,
Yeah.
they've got. I spoke to Aaron and I was like, yo, how many more? You know, and he's like, as long as you fucking want, dude. And I was
Damn.
I was like, shit. And then so I went back outside and I was like, look, dude, they got like 3 or 4 more songs left. The guy's like, look, I'm gonna give you till 2:15.
Oh wow.
If you guys aren't done by then, I'm gonna come by and shut down the fucking party. So I went and I told Aaron, just go, dude. Just fucking just keep doing it.
It's worth a shutdown, bro.
After the show, there was a couple of my friends who like I guess hadn't like gone out and seen that kind of stuff, and we were throwing it at my place, so they were like, all right, yeah, we'll check it out. They're like, dude, I don't understand how 3 dudes. Like 3 like relatively
Yeah, they're
small,
pretty fucking short,
unassuming
small.
dudes rock so fucking
Yep.
hard, dude. It's crazy.
Dude, they
yeah.
rock your
Crunch,
fucking
man.
tits off, dude.
Yeah,
if
dude,
you're not careful.
and they're like young dudes, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
100%. Yeah.
And the way like they carry themselves is also like, really cool. Like they're not
They're
like
humble,
they're humble as shit.
Yep.
They're cool dudes. Gotta have them on the show at some point. But so
Already
actually,
did that once, but
Leeds,
we need
yeah,
to do it again.
again. Right.
Not like I don't mean to be a dick. I'm just
No,
saying.
yeah. I mean, like, cause you're working on a new project.
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
something that we're working on now.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, not to deflect away from MLB,
Oh, no,
but
no,
like I was speaking to Aaron like before about setting all of this up, and yeah, so like this is the time frame that we were talking about more or less. So we should be good within like a week or 2 maybe.
Cool.
But anyways,
so kind of going into that, what's your favorite act in Laredo?
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a hard one to answer, man. I mean, like it changes, periodically. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Oh, that's fine. What's your current favorite?
My current favorite is definitely between Lore and fucking This Is Too Difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What about you, Eddie?
I can't.
I can't.
I can't comment.
Be biased, motherfucker.
It's Moldy
Yeah,
Laundry
You know
Boys.
what? You know what? I really like Light Bodies. I know.
Oh,
they
dude, I was
just-
about to fucking
And
say.
bro, I'm sorry, Mo, but like she showed me the 2 songs of the recordings, and I fucking dig them, bro. I really like her Erica Badu style, like.
Dude, when she
it.
sings, bro, like I honestly
she's a really
like,
good singer.
I love
And
her
she's
rap
an
shit.
old friend of ours. So
yeah,
it's just
like we've known her since, you know what I mean? She's
Back
been
in the
supporting
days.
us since
like
back in the
since
day.
middle school.
Yeah. And
Word.
like I love her rap shit. Like when I first heard her spit, I was like, dude, you're fucking nuts. But when I just recently saw Light Bodies,
On the last show?
Right.
Fuck, dude.
that was the first time I ever saw them. And dude, when I heard her sing, I was like, yo, that's an original. And she was like, yeah. I was like, dude, like that shit is like in the pocket. You know what I mean? Like,
dude.
like
Fuck, man.
I don't want to
Yeah,
say stick to singing, but holy
we've-
shit. Yeah.
No, we've talked about we've
Ad
talked about it a
nauseam,
little
dude.
bit on the show, like extensively actually, about
Yeah.
about the little projects that are going on in Laredo and what's different and stuff. And one of them was about like the hip hop scene and the rap scene. And I've mentioned it repeatedly about Monica, that she is like a force,
At the forefront,
Oh, yeah.
I would say.
because like she's how do I say
She
this?
walks that
She's
walk
comfortable
and she talks
with
that
doing
talk.
that shit.
That's
Like,
what
yeah.
I'm saying.
and that's the thing. Like, yeah, there's not really anybody who's like out here down to experiment in that style and to get something.
Or
that's
even
got
if
like
they're
that-
even if that's not like their take on it, like whatever they're doing, she's accessible to everyone.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Like a lot of people that are out there doing their thing,
Mhm.
they're just like in the studio or like where. And I'm not trying to knock anyone. I'm just saying like you got to be accessible, to the people. And I feel that Monica does a real good job at being that way.
Oh yeah.
She's like at fucking out there, like just talking to fucking whoever. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's just down to earth and chill.
So light bodies in.
Light bodies.
Cool.
Definitely.
There you
Right
go.
now, at least.
Right.
Dude,
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
fucking
I
I
would-
can agree with that.
Because
Yeah,
I do
for
like
me-
Lore, and I like Earth Again, and everybody, Full Contact, everybody.
For
Oh,
me,
yeah.
it would have to be a light bodies and lore.
No, seriously though, that last show we played, Full Contact went.
Oh my
went
god,
hard, man.
dude. Yeah.
I really like the way they played.
They local?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
I haven't
Boogie, it's
heard-
Boogie's band.
Most of them are out of town now, but yeah,
Mhm.
they're local.
See, I'm like
Words
super
in
out of
the
my element
streets.
here because like
100%.
punk is not really like
My forte.
our forte, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Full Contact. That last show that we just
Was
played
it
with them was
28th?
their 20-year anniversary.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
they've been
okay.
around
You know what?
since-
No, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah,
Mhm.
I may or may not have been
Inebriated.
present, but not present at that
Yeah.
party. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's your
man.
mind, dude, but your soul was elsewhere. Just astral traveling.
So,
Yeah, they were actually one of the first bands I ever saw, man.
I remember a white face.
Right. I see this guy around everywhere, dude. Every time I see him, like he's always got that fucking smile on him, like he's
It's a
just
grin, it's a
smiley as
grin.
shit, dude. Like,
He knows
and,
what's
like,
up, dude. He knows what's up.
there
That's
was
why.
one time I remember specifically, like I was driving and I was like at like the beer
Oh,
fest
yeah.
by Posada or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck. And as I was driving, this guy's like there, like you were dragging a cone or
I
some
was
shit.
dragging the barricade.
Right,
so you
yeah,
can
you're
pass
dragging the
through.
barricade, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what's good?"
Yeah, man, I'm out here.
He's in these streets.
Right,
For
right.
she's. What's up with your whole rap thing, dude? Are you like putting out music with that?
This past year, I actually I was trying to put a song out every month, and like I actually hit that little milestone. I was able to put a song out every single month, and then I released that EP. And right now, I mean, I'm working with the homeboy Rob Camps from Crystal City. He's actually recording Moldy Laundry Boys' new shit, and he's a
He's
rap.
the one that
he's-
did this song that we're gonna.
yeah, the song that we're gonna put on here, like he's the one that like mixed and mastered, recorded everything, and yeah, he's producing my new EP. So yeah, I'm gonna see how shit goes with that because the last one that I did, I produced everything. But
Who's your favorite like Laredo rap artist?
ooh, that's kind of hard one, man. Like I can't really put a name on it, man, because I mean it's somewhere between either
Froggy G.
Mo Money. It's probably between Mo Money and my homeboy Lex. I've been getting down with that dude since we were
Really? Is that the one you're talking about?
Lex
Lex
Curry?
Lex Curry, yeah.
Dude, he reached out to me on Instagram so many times to come on and then just, what's up, Lex? If you're still out there, what's up?
If you're still out there. Right.
Yeah, like he's actually the first person I started rapping with, like in '09. Like I had just moved back from Corpus. Me and him just started kicking shit together, and like we actually had like a little duo going on called Graveyard Shift back in the day. And yeah, man, I mean, it just got to a point where, you know, we kind of had to do our own thing, you know. But yeah, I mean, he's fucking dope, man.
I've heard a couple of his things. He sent me, he was like, here, check it out. I want to be on the show, whatever. He linked me to his stuff on YouTube, and I was checking it out. I mean, it's a lot better than other shit I've heard here. Yeah, that's for sure. You know?
Yeah, they do got bars, man.
You got bars. I can fuck with it. I'm down.
Do you rap?
I don't rap.
Yeah, he does.
No.
Yes, he does, dude. No, he does. Dude.
No, I don't.
He does, dude.
I definitely don't.
Bro, he does.
I listen to
rap
a lot.
Battle right now?
No, I listen to rap a lot. Like, I mean, I grew up on it, so it's like.
There's a story that he tells all the time, dude. It's about how he used to freestyle and wanted to be a rapper. And did you show us some shit? You showed us some shit.
I don't think I showed y'all some shit.
You said you were like, it's somewhere around in the SoundCloud.
Yeah, if you find it cool, then just yes, make fun of me if you want. Like, it sucks, man, but whatever, it's out there. You'll find that along with like my hardcore band with like me, Justin, and a friend of ours that was the drummer and shit.
Oh, nice.
So,
wait, what?
Yeah.
What Justin?
White.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. From Two Lions. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's Dos Leones.
And now he's working on his own thing now. It's Elevator.
They had to change their name because of shit.
Oh, that's true. My bad.
Yeah.
My
Shout
bad.
out to DL. Dos Leones.
My bad.
Nah, but yeah, man. Like, I'm critical of it because I like it so much. That's my thing.
Nice.
That's my whole thing. That's why
I'm gonna have to dig. I'm gonna have to dig for that shit, bro.
Yeah. I mean, try to find it. It's probably not that hard, but I found it real quick. But I'm fucking not gonna tell y'all. I'm on a Righteous Mind song also.
What?
No,
yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What is your rap name, dude? Come on.
I didn't have one. It's just my name.
Just J-Cast.
No, dude. I didn't have one, man. It was just my name. But yeah, I'm on a Righteous Mind song that like it's like it's there. It's just a little verse or whatever. It's called Red Rum, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at that, dude. Actually, pull it up.
Nah, dude. The beat selection on that one was cool, but like it was just like YouTube beats and shit at the time.
Yeah.
But what about you, dude? You got any opinion on rap? Do you listen to rap?
I do. I like a lot of old school rap more than anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm not into the new style. I mean, I guess I just don't listen to it. I like like Guru and
oh yeah.
I can't think of it.
Yeah, like for the longest time, I heard this dude bumping a lot of fucking
Roots,
KRS-One.
Oh shit! Yeah,
man.
Cool.
That guy's a mentor.
Yeah,
that guy's
I
crazy.
could fuck with that. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, I grew up on like not KRS-One per se, but like a lot of like East Coast '90s stuff, like Wu-Tang and Nas and Jay-Z, like his earlier stuff, and what else? Tribe. Fucking
Most Def,
Gangstar,
Black Star, all that stuff, all that good stuff.
Oh,
yeah, dude, that's and then like as it got into like this era of like a lot of SoundCloud rappers and all this other shit that people are like, oh, it's so fire hot. Like it's not really.
Yeah.
Like it's a dope ass beat. I'll be honest about that. But outside of that, like it's not all that. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of people that have bars.
See, to keep it 100, like when I started rapping, when I was young, I was a screwhead. Like I listened to nothing but DJ Screw, like ESG, fucking, Houston rap, man. Like that was my shit. Like UGK. Well, I mean, they're from Port Arthur, right? But like, yeah, I was listening to nothing but shit like that. And then it wasn't until I came back down from Corpus that my homeboy Lex he introduced me to Mobb Deep, Nas, fucking Black Thought. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what got me more on the lyrical shit.
For sure. And to me, like being exposed to like that Houston style rap or like all that type of stuff, like Southern rap. It never had that same like feeling that I would get listening to like Nas or anything like that, because it was less about like something that is substance other than just like flexing all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, cool, dude, can't fucking relate, like, but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's just me personally. But I try to listen to like a lot of different shit. Like I've been listening to Travis Scott a lot recently.
Oh, okay.
Like I fuck with him. I really like his production. I mean, he's not the fucking most lyrical rapper out there.
Have you ever heard Belly?
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
I haven't put that shit down, dude. Like I've been listening to nothing but Belly recently, man. Like he's on the Weeknd's label on EXO.
Okay.
Yeah, but like the dude is like he's crazy lyrical, dope ass fucking production. Like it's really good shit.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Put that on the list.
Oh yeah.
This is some weird stuff, dude. Like Lady Evan, not weird, but like some
It's like
left field stuff. Right? I've been listening to a lot of like Aesop Rock, not ASAP Rocky, but
I know
Aesop
what
Rock.
A$AP
Okay,
Rock,
cool.
yeah.
He's got a new like project out called Malibu Ken, and that's with I forget the name, but he's like an electronic like artist or whatever the fuck. So they've got this really like electronic like kind of bumping sound, but then this dude, the craziest. I think he was named the most lyrical rapper above Eminem, and the only thing is that this guy doesn't have the like exposure or the or we were talking about accessibility. He doesn't really have that accessibility like other rappers do, so he kind of gets swept under the rug. But that dude, like, he fucking rhymes bullet with hubris in one fucking line. But like, there's so many good things about that dude's shit that I can like listen to it. And there's what's cool is that like you listen to his songs. And his earlier shit is a lot less accessible than his newer stuff. But when you've been listening to it from that point till now, it's weird because you can kind of like dissect the songs a lot easier because it's just such a fucking tough listen, like in his earlier stuff. But yeah, so I'll listen to that. But when we were talking about like the Laredo rap stuff, I usually give it to Whips.
Oh, Nicky Whips is insane.
Even though like I'm not even sure he identifies as a Laredo rapper. Because like every time that I see him like on flyers or the way he's even on like Spotify, it'll say from Austin or whatever, Austin, right?
Because that's where he lives. I mean,
right, yeah, and also because I mean like he's making the sound there, but like it's got. Yeah, that dude's got it, and like every time I see him here, like last time he was at the dugout or whatever, the fucking crowd was wild.
Bro, when he does his shit live, dude. Like,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fucking like I jam his shit like there at the crib or whatever, and it's like okay, yeah, I feel this shit, but like when I see him live, I'm like, dude, you got that shit locked down.
Different,
dude.
Yeah. I had to catch him at the Cold Brew when they had like all those other bands like from out of town and shit.
Oh right.
Oh, the beach party thing.
Yeah, it was fucking legit.
Somewhere in between.
No. This was like not that recent, but kind of recent.
Laura was there too.
Yeah, I got there like right after Lori finished playing. I was like, God fucking damn
put
it,
him
not
too
again.
early.
Yeah, but overall good show. And dude, I really fuck with Whips, man. And like, it caught me by surprise to learn that he produced all his shit. I was like,
what do you do for production, dude? Do you produce your own stuff, or do you have somebody that'll produce for you?
No, usually I produce my own stuff.
Oh shit, ready? Cool. On what? Do you just use like a
FL Studio?
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
You
ever fuck with Logic?
No. Like never tried it either. I've never moved DAWs. Like I've always stuck to FL because
for life, yeah.
Yeah.
You got the hang of it.
That's what I know. Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep, exactly.
I can respect that. But I see a lot of people, like a lot of producers, fucking with FL, and I'm just like, I remember because my brother produces, right? He's the guitarist from Los Leones. He's my brother, and like growing up before he started doing like, well, actually he started out as like just playing guitar because he went to like a Warped Tour one time, came back, he was like, I fucking want to make music. Started playing guitar, and then he started producing like rap beats and shit, right? Like shitty from like way back in the day. I'm talking like fucking 2004, 2003 and shit. And around that time, it was like when I got introduced to FL, and I would just mess around with it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Logic just felt a little bit more like user friendly.
Yeah. I mean, like honestly, like I just produce this shit. Like I won't even do like a proper mix or anything like that because I have my homeboy James Mills is like a dope fucking engineer.
Yeah.
And like he's the one that like glues everything together. He records my vocals, mixes and masters all my shit. And,
fuck yeah, that's legit. Fuck with it.
I was gonna ask because it's such an obvious question, but I haven't asked it. What got y'all the punk though? Like the genre?
Honestly, I was into Sublime. I mean, like that was one of the first ones that I was listening to, and I mean, I think we all kind of were right around that time. Yeah. You know, like that was what kind of got me into it. Yeah, not really Mark. Mark was into punk rock when we met him. You know what I mean?
He was all about Ivy. You know, like, and he really got me into Operation Ivy.
Yeah, me too, man.
I remember I was going to high school and my mom was showing me how to drive the minivan, and I had found a Sublime CD in my in there somewhere. I don't know. It was my sister's, my oldest sister, and I started jamming it. And my mom didn't mind it because she liked it. You know, she didn't mind the upbeat. You know, so I started listening to them, and I really liked their style of going to punk to ska to like reggae. You know, all that shit.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it. So when I kept doing the whole band thing with my dad, you know, I had a good friend of mine that played guitar, and he liked rock, and he got me into like hardcore music. And then he's like, let's start a band, let's start a rock band. I'm like, okay. So we started a rock band, and nothing ever happened with it. But that's when I was like, okay, I want to play rock, you know. And when Martin and I met, I was like, let's continue.
Yeah.
And my dad was always like, y'all play really well together, like, cause we'll do covers here and there just on acoustic, and you know, I'd play, he'd sing, or we played together and sing, or he would sing, not me. But yeah, I was like, I gotta stick with this guy, you know.
I think like honestly though, like I went from Sublime, like that was like one of the things that like started pushing me toward that direction, because I was just a huge stoner back in the day. Like, I mean, I don't smoke weed anymore, but like back then I used to just like blaze like a motherfucker and like jam Sublime all day. But I got screwed over by an old homeboy of mine. So one of the times that we hung out, I was like, man, I'm just gonna steal something from this motherfucker's house. You know what I mean? So like, I just reached for the first thing I saw and I stuffed it in my pocket. And when I got back to the crib, it was a DVD of Social Distortion live at the House of Blues, and that shit just like fucking blew me away. I was like, yeah, like it was all downhill. From
yeah, really, that's a pretty cool story. Like,
that's the most punk rock way.
The most punk rock way thing. Yeah.
To get into punk rock.
The other way is like you're working at Best Buy and you steal a DVD from there or some shit. And you're fired. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool, man. And so I mean, from there it was kind of just like you guys just. Then that's where the story picked up, and then so y'all met Mark, and y'all started doing that shit there.
Pretty much, and like honestly, man, it kind of pisses me off because Mark was always trying to get us to do like more like punk rock shit before we really knew what it was.
We never really had a direction. Though.
Yeah, like we didn't know what we were doing. It was just
we're just like, let's make music.
Yeah,
and make it feel. Rock. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark was over here in the back, like, dude, let's cover Dead Kennedys. Let's do this. And like, it was kind of always like, I mean, whatever. We're over here doing our thing.
Yeah.
And now, like, I look back at it and I'm like, dude, like, I want to cover this song, "Pull My Strings" from Dead Kennedys, and he's like, dude, I've been telling you that since like fucking 09, and I'm like, God damn it, you know.
You were
right. You were right, but what can you do?
Just fucking do it, man. That's
so,
all you can do.
What are your all's like plans, man? Like, y'all have like you all want to sell out? You don't want to like
sell out, dude.
Mean, what's the dream?
Sign me.
Right.
Now, really,
whatever
I mean,
happens. Man.
Yeah, whatever.
Have y'all ever had any interesting like deals or offers like that? Like, I know you said y'all toured for a bit. Was that just like?
I think it was really just us rolling with the punches, to be honest, man. Like we just want to play shows.
Just
we wanted to
couple
fucking
gigs.
Yeah, go ape shit. Yeah, man, just have fun, dude. I mean,
because Mark was raised in New Jersey, so that's why we went that way.
Oh, I see.
You know, so we were comfortable with that. You know, because he had a hardcore band over there.
No, he had a fucking
heavy metal.
Yeah, it was like death metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a band called Deer Carcass, and we fucking
Carcass. I fucking love the names for all those kinds of bands.
Oh,
Deer
Carcass.
Deer Carcass.
Yeah, so like our second day there in Jersey, I believe it was, right? Was it the second day that we jammed with them? I think it was, yeah, because the first day that we got there, man, like it was fucking all out party, man. Like I got trashed
till like 6 a.m.
Yeah, dude, we were just fucking partying like crazy. And then the next day we went to meet up with Deer Carcass, and because Mark ended up jumping on the guitar for their reunion show, so we met them at a practice space over there, and they did their practice or whatever, and they were like, why don't you guys jump on and like go over your shit? So like we went up there, we were just downing beers while we were there, and shit. It was dope, but. Yeah, the show was fucking insane.
What was the reception like for y'all? Like, what was the crowds feeling?
Well,
how was the vibe?
The crowd was really cool, man. Like, I remember after the fucking show, like I get off stage and there was this burly ass fucking security dude with like a handlebar mustache, and he was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh shit, like what the fuck, dude?" And he was like, I really like that Op Ivy cover, man. That shit was dope. Reminded me of old school shit. And I was like, awesome. Like I thought the dude was gonna beat my ass, but
hey, get the fuck out.
Yeah, the crowd reaction was sick as fuck though.
That's dope, dude. I'm glad. I wish like a lot more acts from here would get out, like to some other places like that and just receive that recognition that they deserve. There's a lot of things that are like just hidden gems, dude. In my opinion, at least. I don't know.
I mean, that's really all I want to do.
Why is that scary?
It just is, man. Like I don't know. Like even just me, like doing the comedy thing, going to San Antonio and Corpus. Like even though it's not all that far, like
you're doing it by yourself.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah,
dude.
it's a little
weird.
Yeah.
So I can imagine that, like, with a band, like getting out there and doing that and not knowing what the reception is going to be like. I would imagine it's pretty nerve wracking.
It is. I mean, honestly, like I get nerves before every show. Like it's.
How do you handle that, dude? Like
alcohol.
Oh right. Yeah. Oh yeah. You told us the story. Hey, you know what? Actually, that's one of the things that you were saying earlier. Just it was another question that I kind of backlogged. But what other kind of like interesting tour stories do you have, man? Because I imagine there's a lot of them.
Well, I mean, not just so much tour, but the out of town show thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, so much fun. Corpus. Well, not really Corpus, Robstown, man. It was insane, dude. So like we played the show called Gilstock, and it's
we're gonna talk about this.
Yeah, we're bringing it out, motherfucker.
Yeah, cool.
So like,
let it
my
hang
scar's
out.
coming out.
Let it hang out.
Mom and Dad, I'm sorry. I never told you this.
Oh, you haven't told your parents about this one?
Mm-mm.
Oh shit. Okay, so
I didn't tell them about the show anyways.
yeah, so we played the show, whatever, and there was a hardcore band that went up after us. And by this point, we were fucking smashed. Like, we bought like a fucking 30-pack, and all of us were just downing them, you know? And I was standing outside of the pit, like, next to Mark and a couple of homegirls from there in Corpus. And, like, I just hear, like, a loud slap, you know what I mean? And I turned back, and this dude's fucking bleeding from his head. And I was like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, apparently somebody cracked him with a bottle or hit him or something.
I didn't even know what it was. I was so fucked up.
Yeah, like, there was just blood down his fucking face. And I was like, you know, and at the time, I mean, to this day, either way, like if I see somebody fuck with my homeboy, I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? You know? So I turn around and I'm telling the dude off, and he's like, what the fuck, you know, da 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 da. And then while I'm over here handling this guy, somebody else fucking pushes me like from the pit, and like this dude was aiming for me all night. You know, this guy that was going around in the pit. So I'm trying to focus on these two.
And
assholes.
the hardcore band was playing the whole time.
Yeah, the hardcore band was going off,
epic,
dude.
Bro.
So I was over here like
Just,
trying
like,
to handle.
bleeding.
I was trying to handle both situations, bro. And then like this dude just grabs my shirt and fucking yanks it, dude. And I was like, yo, what the fuck, dude? So like I chase him down the middle of the fucking pit. I deck the shit out of him. And then before I know it, bro, like legit, like 15 dudes just stomping me the fuck out on the fucking floor, dude.
Shit.
Yeah, dude. And like Mark fucking had to go and grab me and pick me up. And like my homegirls were like kicking the shit out of dudes. And it was rowdy.
Hey, you go back to this guy, he's just still bleeding.
Yeah, I was like, where's everybody? And then I see these guys running. I'm like, okay, we're running to the van.
We're running.
We see our drummer there waiting for us.
Our drummer was like waiting by the car, and he was like, yo, what the fuck happened, dude? Like, yeah, it was nuts. And then like
somebody chunked the beer at you.
Yes, no, right when I was opening up the fucking door to the van, a full tall boy just straight at my fucking face, dude. Like,
oh shit.
I was
dude,
I was more pissed that they wasted the fucking beer,
Yeah,
dude.
no
like,
shit.
They're just
Damn.
drunk. I don't know, man. It was
Aggressive
a wild night.
drunks.
yeah, but I mean,
I freaked out the clerk.
yeah,
at the
we
store.
we stopped at a fucking Stripes, like on our way back to Laredo, and
Mark gave me a shirt to put on my head.
yeah, but
I
like,
was
have
bleeding all over.
you ever seen Kill Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that scene where she gets out of the grave and she's like covered in dirt?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what we looked like walking into the fucking Stripes, dude. Like, it was ridiculous.
For real.
And the chick was like, are you guys okay? We were like, yeah, just let us use your bathroom. Like, I was so fucked up. Like, my face was like smashed, bro. Like,
Damn.
but good times.
So you have,
Sounds like good times.
you have a
Sounds like
scar?
good times.
You have a scar because of it?
It's somewhere in there.
It's
yeah.
somewhere.
I've never asked anyone to look for it, but I
But-
feel it sometimes. Like,
So-
or like when I'm scratching my head or whatever.
So that
Shave
was
your
just like unprovoked. They just smashed a bottle.
Bro, I don't even know what it was. I don't know if it was his fist going into my head or his fucking like a bottle. It probably was a bottle.
Yeah, but
So you didn't do shit. You were just standing there, just boom.
I think I was in the pit, and then all of a sudden I'm fucking bleeding. I didn't even fall or anything. That's the thing. Like,
okay.
and I mean, one of our old drummers, we got into it one night. That's why we kicked him out.
yeah,
He decked me.
yeah.
After that, I blacked out. I was drunk also, so like I don't know.
Eddie just
Don't hit me.
Eddie just
Don't
be getting hit,
I will
man.
black out. I will black out.
Yo,
like that.
man.
Eddie
Nobody
just-
hit Eddie anymore, dude.
Yeah.
He's chill.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking put a pillow over your fucking head.
Just put on a helmet, dude.
Just
Walk
put on
around
a
with
helmet,
Yeah, please.
God damn, dude.
man.
Fuck. Getting hit over the bottle. Getting hit with a bottle, dude. Fuck that.
I'm pretty sure it was a
There's
bottle.
another story I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Do it up.
Drop it.
I forgot.
Drop it on us.
What was it, a show? I don't remember, man.
You know what show was fucking dope? South Carolina when we were on tour. Jesus Christ, it was rowdy as hell, dude. Like, so we pull up, and the fucking neighborhood was so hood, bro. Like too fucking hood. Like, it looked like a fucking 3-6 Mafia video.
Oh shit.
And yeah, dude. Like, we stopped to get some 40 ounces at the store or whatever, and like
Some
we pull up.
40s.
Oh yeah, that's my drink of choice right there, man. Fucking
Making it worse.
we pull up at the fucking show, and there's like so many
White people.
Aside from that, in the middle of the hood, I was like surprised with how many white people were there. But there was a lot of like transgenders and transsexuals, and like, and this was before it started becoming a you know what I mean? A thing. Yeah. I mean, and I was just like, holy shit, like these motherfuckers are gonna get rowdy, yo. You know, like I could just tell from the vibe, dude. Like, you know how like you just walk into a place and you feel the energy.
It's ready.
Yeah, because we've had gay friends that fucking go wild in the pit.
Oh, dude,
like Ray
wild, bro. Our homeboy Ray, man, like, yeah, dude. Back in the day, that motherfucker just used to go ape shit, dude. And yeah, man. I mean, we fucking. So we're standing there. The room was not bigger than this, like the room that we played in South Carolina, and yeah, man, the bands were fucking rowdy. The crowd was fucking nuts. It was a great fucking show, dude.
Almost the size, maybe a little bigger.
Yeah, I think it was like I had to have been like this size, bro.
It was raunchy as fuck.
Yeah, dude, it smelled
Damn.
like shit.
Was it like someone's house or some shit?
Yeah, it was a
It was
house.
like- was it a house?
It was a
Like,
house.
I know it was a
Little
house,
trap
but,
house
like,
and shit.
It wasn't a trap house, but like I don't know if people lived there.
Yeah.
I think they're
Some
just
fucking
squatting,
abandoned
maybe, I
house
don't
and
know.
shit.
Yeah, probably. Well, we actually played at an abandoned house in
in
San Antonio. Yeah, the
That
poor
was
poor
fun.
house. Yeah.
Dude, this band, they started like I don't know, whatever. But the drummer, he had like a mask, like
Like G.I. Joe,
G.I.
like the
Joe.
fucking white
Like
ninja
a
mask.
laser.
Oh,
With the
dude,
little
that's
laser on
fucking
his head.
dope.
The
Yeah.
guitarist had a full stack behind him. He had metal hair, like a fucking leather jacket. You know, they're fucking badass.
They were rowdy as shit, dude.
Fucking badass. And I remember they finished. The drummer just put his head on the snare and just, his light turned off and they got off. The
Yeah,
stage.
dude.
It was badass.
Whoa,
I don't know. It was just fucking rowdy.
That was a
we,
good show.
we played. We didn't play until like 4 a.m, right?
Yeah, it was real late, man.
Yeah.
I just remember our old drummer Jose was like so pissed at the chick that was throwing the show, and he was just like, "Yeah, just give us our money and like let's get the fuck out of here." And I was like, "Yeah, man,
That was a rowdy night.
that was a rowdy ass night. I
We
was
were
drunk."
really drunk.
Yeah,
Dude, I bet it sounds fucking crazy. G.I. Joe out here,
yep.
fucking playing drums and shit.
Yeah, it was good shit, man.
What's the last house show you played here?
Last house show, oof, beats the fuck out of me, to be honest. I mean, it's been a while, dude.
Too long.
Yeah, too fucking long, dude. The last house show I can actually remember was probably Mosier's.
No, that's way too long. I was actually thinking about that too.
That show was fucking crazy, bro. Our
Oh.
our homeboy Joseph Mosier that lived over there by Chacon, fucking, he just let us go nuts and he fucking.
No, it was definitely like our place when we.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, see, like that's the thing. Like
When
I
we
put-
had an apartment together, we had a kegger, and that shit was rowdy, man. No cops showed up though. That was
Yeah.
badass.
What?
Well, I mean, the
Or
place
bedroom
was
apartment. I mean,
the place was so secluded. It was great, dude. It was behind the Harley Davidson next to the halfway house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Wait,
like,
no, actually, I don't know where that is.
yeah, like you know where the fucking Coca-Cola factory is?
yeah.
Yeah. The
Like
Coca-Cola
by
factory.
Santa Maria and shit, or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Santa Maria, and
Okay.
like around Del Mar
All right, all
on
right.
that side.
It's
Word.
basically across from the fucking Golden Corral, like on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like our apartment was basically like back there, and it was really really secluded and fucking, you know, we just used to jam all the time, fucking record, throw shows there.
And sometimes people would show up after a gig, and they weren't even at the gig. They would be like, "Oh, we
Yeah,
just want
they
to party."
popped up to
It's like,
party.
what the fuck? Okay.
No, there was this one party that we threw that it was fucking nuts, dude. Some dude showed up with like boxes of fucking chicken. Like he worked at churches,
Oh, fuck.
and everybody was
And then
shit
this guy
faced.
heard about it later from a stripper.
Wait, what?
Remember? Was that you and Mark?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Threw him in the
But
bus, whatever.
Stripper.
I just remember.
Wait,
like,
you threw something at a stripper?
No.
Oh,
No, no,
okay,
no.
I was about to say.
Remember who was it?
I've only thrown dollars at strippers.
I don't know. It's because these guys were at Exos or something, and they were talking to the strippers, and,
Oh,
and they were
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about punk, and like they're like, "Oh yeah, we remember some fucking party. Some guy ended up with chicken. I don't know what."
Oh, okay.
And we're like, yeah, that was our
Ah,
place.
What happened
Oh,
was
that
it
was
chicken or
right.
what?
Yeah.
Fucking free
Well,
lap
like-
dance right there.
Yeah, like the dude just worked at fucking churches, and like he just pulled up with a shitload of boxes, and everybody fucking just lined up in her kitchen, and it was like,
That's awesome,
yeah,
dude.
it was
Get
great.
the plug, the chicken plug.
Yeah, we had the chicken
For
plug,
real.
man. We had the plug.
Our place, the lower innocent android thing that we threw at our place, dude, it got so fucking hot. First off, the place doesn't have any central air, dude. So, like,
Gets
we
steamy.
use the but it was like what, like it was for Halloween.
It was pretty cold.
It was kind of
of
cold,
Oh, okay.
but the inside, all that fucking body heat, dude, just built up. And like you
Jeez.
walk in there and it's just like, if you feel it,
Like
it's just
muggy.
like muggy, dude.
Yeah, he had
Like
dripping.
I was like practically like swimming through the shit or whatever. Well,
Sounds gross.
it was funny as fuck because it was at one point where I went outside
and I was just hanging out. I was having a cigarette, and some dude comes out. And he's like, "Hey man, fucking killer party, bro." Yeah, it was a badass vibe inside until like these fucking cowboys showed up and started doing coke off the stove.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, "Wait, what?" So I went inside to go see it. Sure enough, dudes I've never fucking seen in my life.
Oh, yeah.
For the most part, the people that were there, I knew them, or I knew they were like of them. Yeah. I knew they were friends of like my friends or people that I knew. But then at some point, it was actually right after like Lore finished playing, which I guess is like the after hour stuff. People I've never fucking seen before started showing up, and there was a lot of older dudes who I guess were just like people that lived down the block or some shit, because they just fucking showed up. The fucking plaid shirt, the fucking sombrero shit, the fucking an 18 of Bud Light, just cruising in or whatever.
Crashed the party nice.
And they showed up, whatever, they were there hanging out, but there was all these dudes crowded around my fucking stove, dude.
Wow.
And I'm just like, the fuck's going on over here or whatever, right? And I see them, they're straight up just bumping right off the ceramic, dude. And I was just like, are you serious? Like, can't fucking do this in the restroom like a normal person, dude. Yeah. And it was but yeah, dude, that shit got rowdy, man. And I was thinking about doing another one sometime soon. So yeah, but
I'm always down for a shindig.
Cocaine Cowboys.
For real, dude. Fucking live and in color.
Oh yeah.
Who would you put on that for that night if you threw another party?
I've already Lore. It's because the thing is, dude, I want to do a hip hop thing this time.
That's what I'm saying, my guy. Hey, yo,
I want to do a hip hop thing, but I also want to have Lore. So
they rock pretty.
I want to have like a fusion night. No, if I were to do another party though, I probably wouldn't do it at my place, dude. I'd probably want to throw it like at Boogaloo because it was
we're gonna do it at your fucking place.
It was too much bullshit, dude. Like having to fucking clean up. I had to literally set aside an entire fucking day to go and fucking
clean up the shit.
Clean the shit, dude. It was just all day, and there was shit everywhere, dude. Like we clear out this area in the front, whatever. I'm not gonna talk about my party anymore, but I'm just gonna say like there was at one point that it was basically like there were puddles of beer in our fucking living room, dude. Oh, so I had to go and I had to straight up just fucking mop all that shit up. I had to go and like clear all these fucking bottles and beer, like all this shit. Dude, our place smelled like it reeked of beer. No matter how much we fucking cleaned it, it smelled like beer for like a week or two.
No lie,
that's how
our apartment used to be. Like there was legit probably like a thick layer of like you know how like the restaurants have the grease layer.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, we had the fucking scummy beer layer.
And we'd fuck with each other, putting like the bottles in front of our doors, and with like a chair to hit them all to like make a mess.
I would like open up my door and it was like,
they didn't have beer in them, but still like those were stupid.
Yeah, like I remember one time
always fucking with me.
Yeah, this dude fucking he fell asleep or whatever. He was the first one to knock out in the night. So like the whole band decided to put all the fucking amps right in front of his fucking door.
Oh
yeah. So like he woke up and he was like, "Man, fuck you guys," and he just went back to sleep, dude. Like
that was great.
Yeah. But yeah,
nothing got broken at our place, dude. Actually, when nobody got fucked with all that much, so that was good. But actually, you know what? No, nothing broke. They broke a couple candles, but fucking candles.
Someone lost their virginity in our kitchen, right?
Yeah, in our kitchen.
What?
Blood, bro.
Yep.
What?
That went down. Yeah, because our kitchen had a fucking door on it. Like it had like a fucking door to close the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was like a really random setup, but. Yeah,
it used to be offices. That's why.
Yeah, I don't want to put the name out there of the dude that took the virginity. I'm not gonna throw. But like everybody was there, like fucking chanting the dude's name because we knew what was going on in the kitchen, and it was during the party.
I was trying to sleep most of the time. I was there. I was mostly trying to sleep because there's too many parties, you know.
I believe that was the night of the chicken. I want to say that was the chicken night too.
The chicken night.
Yeah, I think that was the chicken night, and everybody was just
lost and chicken right after.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I got into some shit because we didn't have a fuck room. And
yeah,
they
called it, dude.
The guy was like, "Hey man," they were upstairs, dude. They went upstairs. We had already said that the only things that were off limits was the upstairs area and the room downstairs. There was one room downstairs. Everything else, whatever, go nuts. But I went upstairs. There were some people walking up there, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I went up and I was like, "Hey, y'all can't be up here, dude. Sorry, we got a lot of our stuff, like our personal stuff, we put in there for the party." And the guy's like, which room's the one to fuck in?
Where's the fuck room?
Where's
guy?
the fuck room, man? I was like, I don't have one. Man, y'all got this lit ass party. Y'all got a fuck room. And I was like,
I'm bouncing.
I'll think about it next time, dude. Shit, I gotta designate a fuck room. Goddamn.
Designated fuck room complete with like consent forms and shit, dude.
Like,
You know,
consent
can never be too
forms,
safe anymore.
Especially if Moldy's gonna play.
An
Man.
optional photo booth or
Yeah, right.
some
Do you want the
complimentary.
video on or off?
Yeah,
Lights
yeah,
on?
that's
Right.
right.
Oh yeah.
Some candles if you're looking to get down
Some
and dirty.
Barry White.
Do you want some random shots here and there?
A serenade, dude.
serenade.
Shit.
You need a sub someone in, dude.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Tag. You're it, dude. All right. I'll be back in 5 and get some water.
That's too, yeah, no.
Yeah,
too
man. But
much,
those consent forms, dude, they'll come in handy.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. That's
This
a
is
hell of a
the
fucking
age we live
story.
in.
Where's the next next show? Where
We're
you guys
playing
have?
next Friday on the 4th.
Yeah,
in
on the
San
4th.
Antonio.
In San Antonio.
San
That's
Antonio.
dope.
What about here on the radio? What's your next radio show?
We don't have anything booked, right?
Nothing yet. We're hoping for Cultura. I mean, like,
Yeah.
hopefully something soon.
I just set
Fuck,
that up,
that'd be
dude.
dope.
I'll set it up right now, dude. You
Let's go over there right now.
Hang on. Yeah, just kidding.
Let me make a call, dude. Make sure that they fucking designate a fuck room. Hey, so tomorrow
We're gonna need it.
for the playlist party tomorrow, like, what's the deal? How's that gonna work?
It's the same shit. It's like we were saying. Play this party style is.
I mean, no, I know, but
They
like
play-
now that it's been moved to upstairs, like, what's the deal or what? Like,
You go upstairs to see the fucking show, dude. What do you want me to tell you?
I don't know, man. I need
Is-
some
is there a
explanation.
cover?
No, it was
Yeah.
supposed
Oh, yeah.
to.
Is there a cover?
I don't know. I
don't think
I'll
so,
pull
right?
up the flyer or whatever. I don't
Yeah,
know,
so we
man.
could say that lady's name right?
There you go.
Yeah, you want me to
Yeah.
do that? I'll do that. I'll do
Sophie
that right now, dude.
Valenzuela or whatever.
No, it's not. I'm pretty sure it's nothing like that. But
I'm pretty close, dude.
I'll look
Venezuela.
It up. I'll look it up.
Yeah. But
Just carry
yeah.
on with conversation while I find this.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Tomorrow at 9. I just pulled it up. Sorry.
That's cool.
Innocent Android. Oh, Modern Sophia, dude.
Oh, Modern
Oh.
Sophia. We're not even
You
close.
were you were giving it her last
Wow.
name.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I was
fucking
close. It
last
said Modern Sophie. I said something Sophie.
I'm gonna pull up on her and be like, "Hey, I'm Classic Martin. What's up?"
Classic word.
name. Classic Martin. I'm a classic man. Just walk out with Classic Man playing on your phone, dude.
With the fucking Letterman on.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't say anything about a cover. Hey, we're giving Cultura all these plugs, man.
What's up, Cultura?
Yeah, throw us a beer
Shout out.
tab or
For
something.
real, right? We're right next door to y'all. Do you guys game at all?
Here and
That's a
there.
random ass
No.
question.
Here and there. I just got that new Red Dead, man.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, Grand Theft Horse. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Grand
I love
Theft
it.
Horse.
I love that game, dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
Grand
it's pretty
Theft
dope.
Horsey.
Like I'm a story gamer. You
You're a
know?
story gamer type
Yeah,
of guy.
I'm really into GTA and Red Dead. I need to get that new God of War.
Hey, yo, God of War is off the chain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see what's up with it. Yeah.
I've been like, I don't game anymore. I got rid of my console a while back, and like I've just been trying to be productive and read and other shit.
Mhm.
But I've been on
Nerd.
yeah, pretty much. I've been on a fucking tear these past couple of days, dude. Just fucking like balls deep into just watching people like play like MLG gaming and shit and
Oh, okay.
winning chingos of feria, and I'm like, fuck.
I mean, I just
I
recently
wish.
got into it, man. Like the gaming thing, because I mean, I like honestly, I've always been a big reader. That's what that was my
We
thing.
swap roles,
Yeah, pretty much, man. Like
motherfucker.
Count of Monte Cristo is my favorite fucking book of all time. Fucking, and then of course like the comic thing. I'm like super into fucking comics. So, yeah.
What's your go-to comic or like top comic?
Ooh, Evil Ernie.
Never heard of it.
Ooh, man, you're missing out, bro.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it's fucking great. I actually have a tattoo of it right there.
Evil Ernie.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Evil Ernie's dope. Fucking, I'm really into let's see, punk rock Jesus. Fucking Scott
I'm
Pilgrim.
into Black Jesus.
Scott Pilgrim's for sure.
Black
Yeah.
Jesus is dope.
Oh yeah.
You ever seen it?
Nope.
It's fucking badass, dude. Have you seen it?
Show?
No.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
it's
a show.
fucking,
Yeah, I've
it's a
seen it.
fucking
I have
badass
seen
show,
it,
dude.
That's
It's
Adult Swim, right?
Terry,
Yeah.
right? What's his Terry Crews?
Is it?
Or
No,
is
it's
it-
not Terry
it's
Or am I
not.
thinking
It's
something else?
His name is like.
Racist, dude.
He's not-
No, I mean
he's
if
not like
there's a
swole Jesus. He's just black
Oh,
Jesus.
We have a
I mean-
fucking.
I
we
mean-
have a group chat, dude. We have a group chat that for.
Jesus was already pretty swole. I mean, he was like,
Nah, he wasn't swole. He was out here like
Carpenter,
Bruce
bro.
Lee shredded. He wasn't swole. He was
He was
shredded.
lean. He was
Yeah.
lean.
We have a group chat with some of our friends and some other like fellow like soon to be podcast co-hosts.
Yeah.
I guess. And the group chat picture is it's a fucking picture of Jesus fucking
Like-
jacked, bro. He's fucking just jacked, and he's
He's like snapping the cross and shit, like fucking flexing.
snapping the fucking
Dude, it's
arms
fucking
on the
badass,
cross.
dude.
that's
That's
dope.
fucking cool. There's another picture that I think I have on my phone where he's just like swole, like in the Last Supper, just fucking chilling, dude. Just
He's
fucking
got the
swole,
fucking pose,
Like,
dude. He's
yeah.
like, just like there,
It's
like,
fucking badass though.
Goddamn.
Goddamn, swole
That was a
Jesus.
really a good way to put it, though. Bruce Lee shredded.
He was, man.
Yeah.
You ever seen the crucifix at like Catholic churches and shit?
Have you ever
He's got
seen that?
abs, dude.
There was this episode of It's Always Sunny where the dude is like, "I'm going for that Jesus on the cross look."
right.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, just fucking CrossFit. That's what he did
Oh yeah.
out here.
That's good. That's a good one.
That's good.
That is a good one.
It's good. CrossFit.
Hey, why
Write it
wasn't
down, dude.
why wasn't
Yeah,
Jesus
I'm
born in
s-
Mexico?
I'm Steve.
I don't know. I don't know why.
Because they couldn't find 3 wise men or a virgin.
Oh,
Jesus.
dude. Yeah, man, we're the CrossFit challenge, dude.
So, as most aliens on the border tradition for episodes, we like to kind of dive into some paranormal shit.
Oh yeah, that's
first.
true. We
And
haven't done that in a minute. dude.
So, since we're kind of getting close to wrap, because
Yeah.
that dude's gonna swing by in a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, paranormal talk, aliens, ghosts, whatever.
Flat Earth
Y'all have any good
stories.
paranormal stories? Maybe some shit y'all
Experiences.
saw on the road.
I've never seen anything.
Let's see. There was one thing that happened. I was at my homeboy's place, and basically like me and him used to crash out like in the room or whatever, and his bed was fucking huge, bro. So like there's like a good amount of space, you know what I mean? Like for him to crash out over there, I was crashed out over here, and like one night me and him were shit faced, and like this dude always had the habit of leaving the TV on. Well, this one night, I mean, like, we were both so drunk that he was like, "Dude, just turn that shit off. Like, fucking got a headache, So he shuts the TV off. And, like, me and him are probably laying there for about, like, 10 minutes. And then, like, right in between both of our fucking heads, we just hear, pah, like, real fucking loud. And we, like, both got up and we were like, yo, what the fuck was that, dude? Like, and he was like, I don't know, but I ain't fucking sleeping with the fucking TV off anymore, Like, yeah. That shit was
Damn.
fucking tripped out, man.
What was it, like a clap?
No, like, it sounded like someone smacked the wall, but, like, right next to my fucking head. Like right here. You know what I mean? Like, it just sounded
Yeah.
like, pah.
Like from within,
Yeah.
instead of outside.
Yeah, like it sounded like it was in the fucking room.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But that's about it, man. I mean, I wish I would see some alien shit. I love fucking aliens, man. Like, I mean, I don't like fucking aliens, but
I love fucking aliens.
I mean,
Should watch the documentary Love and Sausage, dude.
It's fucking
Love and Sausage, bro. It's about this guy, dude. I'm sorry. Look, I gotta talk about it, dude. Every time that it comes up, I gotta talk about it. It's about this guy who claims to have fucked an alien, to have lost his virginity, not in your kitchen, but like in the forest with an alien.
not in your kitchen.
But this guy, his name's David Huggins, and the thing is that the reason why it became like such a popular documentary or whatever is because he has paintings of the actual like things, the way his rendition of how it happened, so how he recalls it. And the thing is that supposedly he couldn't remember any of the stuff happening because as soon as it would happen, he would forget like the day after.
yeah.
So what he started doing was journaling, and apparently for years he forgot that any of this shit was happening until he found the fucking journal, and then he started painting the things. I'm just gonna say, dude, there's a scene where this guy is like he walks into his fucking room and there's a hole, like a portal in his fucking wall, and the alien that he fucked is holding an alien baby.
Oh shit. Nice.
it's
like-
yours.
She's like, I need child support. No. She was like, this is your son or some shit like that. And he's like, I need to see it. And then she was like, they're dying, David. And then he was like, oh, let me touch it. That's my child. You can't keep my child from me or whatever. And she disappears. Right. Next night, same portal. And there's, by the way, like I'm gonna fucking, I don't want to talk about the whole documentary or whatever, but this dude goes through the fucking thing. He ends up on this ship, And then he goes and he sees the baby. He touches the baby, and all of a sudden the baby comes to life. It's a little alien baby. It's
Holy
just like
shit.
the baby's like, "Oh shit, you know, I'm
alive.
I'm alive."
That's what's up.
And then all of a sudden this mantis dude who was like the pimp or whatever for the alien,
pimp.
he goes like, "Hey, I got something to show you." And he takes him to a room, and the room is just full of fucking alien babies, dude. And the guy's like, "Well, shit, I guess I gotta touch all these babies, huh?" And,
Like to bring him to
dude,
life.
yeah, because apparently whenever he
Evanescence
made,
is playing in the
whenever
background.
whenever he made contact with these little alien babies, they would like spark up, and like he was a fucking jumper cable. That's what he
Holy
was.
shit.
Dude.
They would absorb
So
his life
they would
force.
yeah, basically, and
Fucking
so
alien, that's what happens.
yeah, dude, it's such a good documentary though. It's fucking hilarious.
There's actually a really good movie about a punk rocker that falls in love with an alien. It's
Oh,
called
shit.
it's called How to Talk to Girls at Parties. I just saw it like not that long ago. It's
It's a
fucking,
documentary.
No, it's a movie.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but it's really fucking good.
Cool.
Yeah.
You might gotta check that out.
I don't know how I feel about that premise.
Well, I mean,
Did
it's
you watch that,
Cool.
it's
It's
While we're on the fucking topic, did you watch Bread Box? I mean, no, Bird Box.
Bird Box.
Bird Box.
bread box is she's carrying around a fucking loaf of bread
it's my
with
loaf.
a fucking
My chunky ass has seen a lot of Bird Boxes.
Fucking Bread Box. No, but have you seen it? Have you seen it? Any of y'all?
haven't.
Yeah,
Bird
dude,
Box,
I keep
no.
seeing
yeah.
memes for it, though.
I watched The Happening, so yeah, I watched it. Dude.
Yeah, basically, it's the happening without
My
Marky Mark.
fucking
Okay.
point, dude. That movie was so terrible.
Was it?
The Happening,
Oh, the happening.
100%.
Wait, Marky?
Yeah, Marky
Yeah.
Mark, bro. Mark Wahlberg.
Oh yeah, that's true. The air thing,
The
right?
fucking
Marky
trees are
Mark,
killing
when
us.
people come, like, it's not a lot of people.
Come
know.
on, come on.
He used to be
Wow.
Marky Mark and the
Feel it,
Funky
feel it.
Bunch. Right.
He hates that, bro.
Oh, dude, is your boy here already?
What?
Is that
Oh yeah, we got our next guest here, right?
all right? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, anyways, thanks for guys. I guess
No,
we'll
I don't
fucking
want.
rap.
I don't want.
I don't want to rap
I
either.
don't want to rap. My,
George, can you just go get the door? I'm sorry,
Dude,
bro.
just tell him
I'll
dude,
handle
can
that
you
for
just
now.
go tell him to fuck off real quick?
Pass it over here. I'll hold on to it
Talk
for a
about
second.
aliens fucking humans.
Nah, I don't want to rap just yet, but
we gotta. Anyways, we gotta do this the song thing, but but yeah, dude.
Bread Box, yeah.
Look, so to me. Oh, wait, you said you haven't watched it.
No, not
Oh.
Bird Box.
Okay, then table it, dude.
Then
I
just
don't-
watch A Quiet Place and you've seen
Honestly, I do not mind spoilers.
Look,
Yeah,
have you
same.
watched A Quiet Place?
No.
it. It's way
haven't?
better.
Okay. Well, it's an unimaginative version or fusion of A Quiet Place and The Happening.
I mean, people on Facebook already kind of ruined it, so I know it's like about like demons kind of like speaking to them and they can't fucking see. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking saw the preview.
Yeah.
What fucking movie was it that like the preview was the whole fucking movie? The dog
Oh,
one?
yeah,
The fucking talking
We went to
dog
go
one?
watch-
Oh
we
my
went
I
to
believe
go
I
watch-
saw that post.
We want to go watch Spider-Verse,
Which was a
we wanna watch
fucking good
Spider-Man.
movie,
Yeah,
dude.
with the
Fucking good.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and we when we went to go check that out, dude. There was a trailer during like the whole like previews section or whatever, right? There was a trailer there that it was like the whole fucking movie. It was
like,
what was
the
it about?
fuck?
It was about like a
dude,
dog that gets
talked.
lost from its owner, and
Yeah.
it was like talking or whatever. And they
And
show
the
like
voiceover
everything.
for the dog was
Oh, dude, it
terrible.
was so
Worst
bad,
voice
dude.
acting I've ever heard in
Yeah.
my life, dude.
Hey, I'm a dog, and dogs have owners, and
My
sometimes
owner just vanished. What's
I'm
going
on a
on?
quest to find my owner, and it's like, and then it shows like it's like a fucking
whole
the
quest.
whole fucking thing, dude. He's in a fucking forest. He fights a bear, and like he fucking
I
goes.
was like,
and-
well, thanks for showing me the
yeah,
goddamn
dude,
movie. I
it was
guess.
all of it. I mean,
And they make
I
it
wasn't gonna watch it. It
So
looks
it's like a
piece of
shitty
shit.
Homeward Bound.
Dude, Homeward Bound though,
No, Homeward Bound was my shit.
100%,
Oh yeah, That was my shit.
100%.
Mhm.
100%.
For real,
Yeah.
dude. Homeward Bound.
100.
Come on, dude.
100.
Porcupine in the face, my guy.
Uh-huh.
Did you cry? I fucking cried.
Well,
I
I
haven't
mean-
watched it, dude. Don't get mad at me. I haven't watched it.
All right, dude. You didn't have a childhood. It's cool.
I didn't, dude. I didn't. Hey, well, all right.
Yeah,
So-
we can jump.
Thank you guys for being on the show. First off,
Thank you
I'm
for
having
excited
us.
to see what y'all are up to next. I know
For
you
sure.
guys are going to be recording, and you have. Tell us a little bit about this song that we're about to show.
Yes.
Which one is it?
Tango.
Yeah.
Tango. Oh, okay, Tango. Yeah, we wrote that one back when we were fucking still living together and shit,
Yeah.
man. And Eddie just busted the rip out, I believe, right?
Well, I think it was Mark who had an idea. Like it was I guess the main riff, And then I was like, well, we're gonna write about tango. I wanted to have the drum roll that tango needs. And little things like that I was like technical about and getting after the drummer and Mark about.
Oh yeah.
and then
I pretty much just
put it all together.
Yeah, I just freestyled the lyrics mostly. I mean,
and then eventually Mark added a couple of lead riffs that I started playing, and it makes it sound way better, I think.
Yeah.
So how long ago did y'all put this together?
Ooh, when was that?
It was like 11.
Yeah, about
2010
or 11. Yeah, that's.
So this is just like a previously unreleased.
Well, we just recorded it. We
Yeah.
barely
Oh,
recorded it.
shit! So you've played
Like y'all
this
would
before
play
at
it live
shows
and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And it wasn't
cool.
until like maybe last year that we.
Oh
we
shit! Then I've
updated
heard it. I have heard it actually. Yeah, I remember because there's actually a picture that I took of you where you were just like, you were getting in that shit. Yeah, I remember that. Tango was the song. Cool, dude. All right. Well, hey, first Aliens on the Border exclusive live. I mean, studio recording of this song. These guys have been Moldy Laundry Boys -2. Right, because the other's still missing.
Half.
Yeah, we should be releasing this one on Spotify either tonight or tomorrow. For
Oh,
sure.
there you go.
Yeah,
So
check that shit
as
out.
soon as
People
we
can
get
check it out.
this is already going to be live on our Facebook page, but
And the
as soon as-
YouTubes.
But as soon as we get the info, I mean, as soon as you get it up there,
Yeah.
link it. We'll throw it in the show notes.
Yeah, show notes. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, stay tuned because we're going to come back with y'all for another live episode, motherfuckers.
We'll be back in a bit.
Anyways, this is Tango by Moldy Laundry Boys. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Your man might be a sight to see, but I bet he can't dance like me when I tango, when I tango. I have perfect execution, I never miss. I drive the ladies crazy as I shake my hips when I tango, when I tango. I used to go to school for dance, but I quit cause the other students stood no chance when I tango, when I tango. I get all the girls in the radio, they cannot say no when I tango.